On tonight's episode, we look back at the 2.5 anniversary, and Arcana confirms that Oswald is the GOAT.
Majestically galloping upon her steed, she's the kingliest king the world's ever seen. Though her vocabulary is a bit confused, when it comes to entertainment, she just can't lose. Her Majesty is ready to go. Turn up the lights, let's start the show with special guests and the latest news. It's time for Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. Crown and Crew.
Why, hello, my dearest citizens, and welcome to another episode of Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. I'm your beloved king and host of the best half-anniversary event, Crown.
Oh God, here we go already.
Please don't start fights already, my king.
What? I'm just telling the truth. With how disappointing the latest anniversary was, it's only natural I remind my citizens what true greatness looks like.
I'm pretty sure Dorothy is screaming somewhere.
Yeah, Mommy number 7. Overzone was super important to the lore.
And since this is Nikke, the more depressing something is, the more fans will like it. And there's not many things more depressing than Overzone. So it must be better than Last Kingdom.
Oh, I agree. Overzone was depressing. I mean, any event that lacked a real minigame would leave me depressed.
Careful, my king. Don't insult the Snow White memory minigame. You'll anger Export.
Uh-oh, I don't want her to force me into any more recurring series on this channel. My schedule is already super booked with overseeing the construction of the ball pit.
You literally are just sitting there telling Talos, Trony, and me to work faster while throwing expired bags of Fritos at us.
Yes, I am a very generous manager, giving you free food like that. I'm definitely not just trying to get rid of the stash of Fritos I found, because Fritos without bean dip can barely be considered suitable for human consumption. Anyway, before I get any more complaints from OSHA about your working conditions, let's check in on the Gotcha Forecast with Gotcha Forecaster and former main heroine Marian. How's the current Gotcha pulling going, Marian?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really have time to prepare. I've been busy playing Clair Obscure Expedition 33.
Oh? How busy? Wow, that is busy. Trony, you're the resident gamer. Tell me more about this game.
Well, it's French.
Oh, it's a French video game story. So it's overly long and dramatic?
What? No!
Everyone is an architect?
There's a bizarrely excessive number of toilet scenes.
The clothing of the characters simultaneously looks like it's based on upper-class aristocrats from the 1920s and extremely poor drug addicts from early 2000s Portland.
The designer's understanding of American decor comes entirely from the 1990s Arnold Schwarzenegger comedy Kindergarten Cop?
Actually, Kilo, for that last one, you're thinking of the Japanese team that made Silent Hill 1. And yes, audience, that's actually true. Look it up.
Anyway, after playing it for so long and seeing all the overwhelming praise it's gotten, I now know how I'm finally going to defeat Rappy and win the commander's heart. I'm going to become French.
Marian, you can barely speak English.
That's not my fault. Blame Nikke's English translation team.
Marian, how dare you? Nikke's English translation team is perfect and has never made any mistakes or bizarre decisions. Isn't that right, Volt with a V, and definitely not a B?
Yeah, Marian. The commander, who I will now try to refer to in gender-neutral terms, until realizing how pointlessly stupid an idea that is and just giving up, would be super disappointed with you for implying the Nikke translation team is sloppy.
You can't talk me out of this. In order to achieve victory in the waifu war, I must become French.
That's a pretty strange strategy, as being French usually makes you way less likely to achieve victory in any kind of war.
Oh, the French. My age-old enemy.
Because you're British?
I thought she was Australian.
Hey, Export is working on her British accent. Do you want a Nikke impression stream hosted by Jen? Then start praising my totally believable British accent.
Ooh, Jen. I would volunteer for all kinds of experiments with her. Evil and British? What a classic combo.
Marian, what did I tell you about spending excessive amounts of time with Rapunzel? back on topic. I refuse to allow you to become French. My delicate royal nose can't handle something even stinkier than Trom or Trony.
Are you really comparing me to a mechanical horse you haven't washed in 100 years and literally use as a garbage disposal?
Stop doing that! She's not a real horse. Do you know how long it took to clean out the rotting spider pancakes you shoved down her last time?
Hey, why did you throw away the pancakes I made you for Mother's Day breakfast, Mommy number 7?
I suppose it is unfair to insult Trom by saying she smells as bad as Trony. And where's that music coming from?
It's too late. I will become French and sing a super sad and dramatic song to win my commander's heart. Now listen to my sad, sad French music video inspired by Expedition 33's music and art.
Efface tout, recommence à zéro. Oublie les mots, les fardeaux. Et pourtant toi, dans le chaos, je sens ton nom tout près, tout.
We're here.
Over here, over here, over here, over here, over here.
Commander, shoot right here. Thank you for your bandage.
I'm Modernia, the Queen's confidant. Why are you acting like this? Did I do something wrong? Please don't leave me. I want to be together with you.
Send them back, and don't ever bother this kingdom again. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Commandant, un mot si lourd, un lien fragile, un fil d'amour, un pansement sur notre sort, nous unit face à la mort. J'étais pion dans leur marché, échangé pour un peu de paix. À présent, ce beau parleur est à mon service, les rôles sont inversés. Nous savons tous comment finit cette histoire, ce récit. À contre-cœur, je prends le trône pour sauver tous mes compagnons. Appelle ça cliché, banalité. Tu pleureras ma troisième mort, c'est la vérité. Et quand le rideau tombera sur moi, tous diront c'était elle la vraie héroïne, la seule qui soit.
You can listen to that song on Spotify, Apple Music, and right here on YouTube. The standalone music video will be debuting tomorrow, so subscribe so you don't miss it.
As your director, I must inform you we are now over 9 minutes into this video and haven't even gotten to the news segment.
Oh, right. Back on topic. Let's get to today's news. The first half of May was taken up by the game's 2.5 anniversary. The story had a strong start, but a rather bland ending. Mori was, as Expor put it, just a more annoying and unlikable Kilo.
I I'm not sure if that's a compliment or...
And failing to kill gluttony once and for all at the end was... Well, I was going to say disappointing, but this is Nikke, where no one dies forever.
Even villains. Just ask my bestie, Chatterbox.
The minigame was definitely on the weaker side, with not much strategy and a rather steep difficulty curve. And it didn't even connect in a real way to the main story, unlike the last two minigames, In the Mirror and For the King. And finally, there were the banner characters. Siren was a splash with players and has become the new Burst 1 Queen. My future wife was easily the best part of this event, in both story and as an actual unit. Overspec Mihara, on the other hand, was almost as controversial as Export's video, criticizing the overspec system and ShiftUp's push to increase the number of 1% banners. Really, we should all just be impressed ShiftUp somehow managed to make a 1% banner raid fire element Nikke bad against both the Fire Week Anomaly Interception boss and the boss she defeated in canon. It takes some big brain thinking to mess up that bad. Moving on, what wasn't a failure was the event that came after. Arcane Archive touched on lore elements fans have been clamoring for, and introduced a shocking dark horse candidate for Best Girl.
Hey, are you really saying Arcana can compete with me?
Oh no, well yes, she is great. I was actually talking about the real star of that event, Oswald.
I'm, pretty sure Oswald isn't a girl. Or still alive.
Come now, Trony. What did I tell you about no one ever staying dead in this game? And besides, Wells' massive collection of Rule 63 Anderson art says we can fix that first part too by turning him into a Nikke.
What? No, I was holding that for a friend. That was a Chinatown Mook folder.
Hey, don't throw me under the bus.
To be fair, Chime, you're so short, you'd probably be fine if you got thrown under a bus.
And that brings me to today's special guest. It's Arcana! Now I know, like every other guest, you're probably wondering how you got here.
No, not really. With how often I undergo memory wipes, I'm used to finding myself lost in weird places.
You see, I have these magical spells I forced Talos to create for me called Rufinol. And wait, what? You aren't? And here I had my pre-recorded answer all ready to go. I guess I'll just save it for next time. Speaking of memories, your event was certainly memorable. I think the most memorable part was the completely missed opportunity to confirm Anderson was the legendary commander.
Oh yeah, wasn't that funny? Oh, he didn't feel his name deserved to be recorded here. Ha! I really am a tease.
Wait, is that the secret to success? Should I be a tease instead of becoming French to win the Rifle War?
You also seem to be a big fan of Isabel. What made you decide to dedicate your entire existence to supporting her?
Oh no, I'm not here to buff Isabel. She's a little too yandere for, well, anyone except the bravest of commanders. No, if recent leaks are right, I think you'll soon find I'm meant to be paired with someone much closer to me in this story. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm fine with that. But who could it be?
Huh? No, listen. The leaks say that someone very capable will soon be released from NPC jail and will have a kit meant to go with me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Ooh, I get it. It's Liberalio, isn't it? Oh, how exciting! You heard it here first, my citizens. Liberalio is finally going to be released from NPC jail.
And I thought the central government was run by morons. Also, that doesn't even make sense. Everyone knows Liberalio isn't getting released until the 3-year anniversary, where it's revealed she's actually never mind. Oh great, I'm going to have to undergo another memory wipe.
Before you go get your brain scrambled, I'd love it if you could use your tarot cards to tell my fortune.
Sure. Let's see. Your 3 cards are the Fool, and the Fool? I don't even know it's possible to get the same card 3 times in a row.
What can I say? I'm just amazing like that.
Come now, that tarot stuff is all nonsense. You can't really predict the future. Trust me, I would know.
Oh, really? Well, watch this. The superfood plot from Last Kingdom, Liverin's mission to steal Hammering's head, and several other key plots will remain untouched for another 20 chapters. Both the Overseer Squad and Anise's former bandmates will be released before Papillon, because ShiftUp has forgotten Papillon exists. Liverin and Fragile will remain locked in NPC jail for another year, but no one will care. The 4 Beasts story is a boring waste of time and will have an unsatisfying ending.
You know, it's not that impressive when your predictions are for things that are obvious.
Neon will get an upgrade, but the design won't be nearly as cool as the design for Deep. and everyone will ask for her to get that design as a gotcha skin. The 3-year anniversary should be a duo banner of Hansel and Gretel, but will actually be a banner for a heretic version of them fused together, as well as one of the 4 beasts. The free unit will be upgraded a niece.
That's weird. I thought Export said she wasn't going to be updating the conspiracy theory tier list anytime soon. Anyway, now that you've pissed off half the viewers with those predictions, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, Arcana.
Oh, before I go, can I get a selfie with you?
Sorry, selfies are $10. Autographs are $20.
$10? Why would I spend $10 when I can subscribe to Export Era Music on Twitch for free using my Amazon Prime sub? All I have to do is to make sure my Amazon account is linked to my Twitch account, and I can subscribe to her channel and get all kinds of benefits. And best of all, I'll help her to keep producing this great Nikke content, and it doesn't cost me a thing.
You know, I think Arcana's tarot cards were the yen, the rupee, and the dollar.
With that self-promotion out of the way, let us once again return to our gotcha forecaster Marian for a look at what's next. Marian?
Never forget, she's the main heroine. It's the Gotcha Forecast with Marian.
It's over, guys.
What?
The apocalypse, it's here. The end is nigh. Human sacrifice. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. It's all going to happen.
Oh god, is this about the launch of Nikke's Chinese version? Because while ShiftUp's response was, well, terrible, it's still way too early to be doom posting about the game being dead.
No, it's not that. It's something way, way more horrifying.
I'm going to regret asking this, but why do you think the apocalypse is going to happen?
Because K is finally being released.
Oh, come now. Kay isn't real. She's just a bedtime story I tell Chime to make her feel better about still being stuck in NPC jail. I tell her things like, don't worry, Chime. At least you haven't been trapped in there as long as Kay. You'll definitely be released any day now. You know, nonsense lies like that.
Hey!
But it's true. The leaks were right, and K is finally going to be released from NPC jail. I guess it's time Export shuts down the channel. I mean, K jokes were like half of her scripts. The other half was me and Rappy fighting over the commander, and that can't carry an entire storyline.
Don't worry, Marian. If the latest campaign chapters are anything to go by, you actually can drag out a story for multiple months by repeating the same boring plot points over and over.
Really? Well, then I guess we'll just have to start making jokes about Papillon being in NPC jail. It just doesn't have the same ring, though. Anyway, lastly, we now more or less have a confirmed date for the Stellar Blade collab. The PC port of it is coming out June 11th, which pretty much guarantees the collab will start on the same date. Those who buy Stellar Blade will also get a CD key for some kind of skin and Nikke, though at the time of the writing of this script, it's not clear who it will be for.
And that does it for May's episode of Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. Join us next time as we cover June's news. Well, that is, unless the de novo DRM on the PC port of Stellar Blade slows down Talos to the point where we can't record this show using him anymore.
Stop installing stuff on him! It took me forever to get his settings back to English after Marian installed Expedition 33 on him and thought she needed to change everything to French to make it more authentic.
Oh, I guess we'll just have to scrounge together some funds to help buy Marian her own PC. Citizens, help your dear king by subscribing and hitting that like button. Or become an even more official member of the kingdom by joining the channel for all kinds of benefits. No, not that kind. See the link below for details. And don't forget to watch Export's live streams every weeknight at 8 p.m. PST, featuring fun games, karaoke, educational lessons from the doctor herself, and you can now request live Nikke character impressions using channel points on Twitch to submit lines you want Export to read.
Safe for work line requests. You have to mention safe for work after last time.
Oh, right! Please don't trick Export into almost saying cultured stuff again. At this time, characters are limited to me, Lilywise, Sugar, Yan, Siren, and Grave. Full schedule on the Discord, which you should also definitely join. And that does it for tonight's show. I'll see you next time on Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Adieu.
Though her vocabulary is a bit confused when it comes to entertainment, she just can't lose. Her Majesty is ready to go. Turn up the lights, let's start the show with special guest